Alright, hello YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. And whether you're new here or you've been with me for a while but haven't yet subscribed, either way, if you like today's video, then please take the time to like the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you will be notified when I have new videos go up. So today, I thought I would do something I haven't done in a very, very long time. I thought I would review a comic, and that is Punisher Max #1, or Punisher Max Issue 1 Kingpin. Published by Marvel Comics, written by Jason Aaron, art by Steve Dillon, and inks by Matt Hollingsworth. So, this issue is, this series is obviously under, the Marvel Max banner. And this story opens with an incredibly brutal interrogation from the Punisher, who was interrogating one of Don Rigoletto's thugs, who was one of the major crime bosses in the story. And then we have, Don Rigoletto and his guys, sitting down, basically trying to come up with a way to deal with the Punisher once and for all. The Punisher, at this point in this series, has been active for 30 years now. So he's been active now for quite a while. And the mob... And, Don Rigoletto and his guys, that they're just completely fed up with the Punisher. And Don Rigoletto thinks that he has a solution to, to the problem. And that is they are going to put a plan called Operation Kingpin into effect. And Wilson Fisk, of course, as we know him, the Kingpin as we know him, he is working for Don Rigoletto in this story. So, so they are all coming up with a plan. And Don Rigoletto basically says, hey, what if we leave, a trail of breadcrumbs, for the Punisher to follow, convincing him, that there actually is, a boss of bosses out there, controlling, all of the crime, controlling all the crime, in the city. And it's a very, very interesting story. This is actually, for a long time, the Kingpin, Wilson Fisk, didn't really have a backstory. For a long, long time, like when the Kingpin first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man, in Amazing Spider-Man number 50 back in the day, he didn't have a backstory. We didn't know, who he was, where he came from, and stuff like that. So the fact that, so to give the Kingpin a definitive, origin story and or backstory is a very, 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 very interesting concept. And and I'm not going to lie, this book is very, very brutal. It's very, very violent, as you can see. And obviously with a title like Punisher Max, you wouldn't expect anything less, right? But no, it's very, very brutal. And the art by Steve Dillon, I'm a huge Steve Dillon fan. And just, the art by Steve Dillon is just so good. But you can already tell that by the end of this issue, he has a plan of his own. Wilson Fisk, has a plan of his own. He definitely doesn't plan on being, Don Rigoletto's bitch forever. And it's a very, very interesting story. The art is great. The story itself is well paced. It's very well paced, very well executed. Um, this was the first, Punisher series that Jason Aaron wrote before he, way, way, way before, he turned, the Punisher into a serial killer as a kid and, all that other crap. But yeah, just know it's a very, very, very interesting story. And it's, if you're a Punisher fan and you haven't read this, read this. Because this is a very, 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 very good read. I will be reviewing the other issues here on the channel. So if that's something that you are interested in seeing, again, if you like today's video, please take the time to like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and you will be notified when I have new videos go up. Liking the video, it doesn't just help me out, but it helps the algorithm out, and you guys get more content, so everybody wins. But yeah, no, I'm going to very, very highly recommend this and say, if you guys are Punisher fans and you haven't read this, give this a shot because this is a great read. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you've read it and what you thought of it. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.